about my 5 tips or 5 things I wish I was told as an electrical apprentice in my first couple years in the trade. A lot of these things are common sense, but they're things I wish somebody had just laid out for me right from day one. So let's get into it. Number 1 is keep your mouth shut and do what you're told. Also, these can apply to a lot of different jobs and a lot of different trades, any kind of apprenticeship sort of program you're in, so keep that in mind too. Keep your mouth shut and do what you're told. You're going to work with some assholes. There's a lot of assholes in construction, in a lot of the jobs that you work with your hands, there are assholes. Oh fuck, there's assholes everywhere. But you're going to work with assholes that are going to tell you to do something, and when you're green and new, there's no place for an ego. There's no place for butting heads with a superior. So just do what you're told. You're going to be the bitch. You're going to be carrying all the heavy shit in. You're going to be doing grunt work. But guess what? Everybody gets through it, and eventually you're going to get to the point where somebody else is your bitch. So you got to get through it. You can't have a big head about it. You can't have an ego and say, I'm not carrying that shit in there. Fuck, why do I got to do it? No. You do have to do it. You're the bitch. You're the new guy. So you just got to keep that in mind. You got to swallow your pride and just do what you're told. And don't talk back to anybody. It seems like a simple thing, but it'll go a long way. Because a lot of the assholes in the company are highly regarded in the company because they get shit done. They're not the nicest person to be around, but they're yelling at people all day and they're getting more productivity out of their crew. And they're also the guys that are going to go back and talk to your boss and tell them how you've been doing. So don't make any waves. If it's a serious issue where they're cussing at you all day and you're really doing your best, then maybe you want to go talk to your boss. But most of the time, keep your head down, keep your mouth shut, and do what you're told. Number 2, which goes against this a little bit, is ask a lot of questions. If you don't fully understand what you're doing, somebody explains a project that you need to do, if you don't fully understand it or fully understand every aspect of it, ask questions until you do fully understand it. Some things are going to be more complicated than others, but for the most part, you need to know every little bit of information before you go and do it successfully. Also, on top of that, you're going to be learning it the right way the first time. You might do something and not have all the information, and it slides, but actually it's wrong. And then you go on somebody else's job, and you do the same thing, and the other guy's like, what the fuck, man? Why did you do it like this? Oh, I did it like that for Kevin, and it was okay. No, you want to know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and exactly how to do it. I'd much rather have somebody ask me a shitload of annoying questions to where I think this guy's a complete idiot, but rather than have them do it right the first time. I can't tell you how many times I've told somebody to do something, and they say, yeah, I got it, and they go and do it, and it's completely wrong, like completely wrong. And then it takes even more time to go fix it. So make sure you're very clear on what you're doing. Also, with that, somebody might tell you, pull this wire from here to here, to here to here, here to here, and then pull this kind of wire down here. But they might not explain to you why you're doing it or what the methodology is. Ask a couple extra questions. You might be